like it looks like my spectralizer is correctly connected to my microphone, and I'm going to go ahead and toggle over to the countdown page, and the new spectralizer updated, and the countdown timer has begun. So the stream is smoothly running. I'll grab the link on YouTube so I can send it to you. You'll probably just go ahead and mute the YouTube link for the live stream, and then we can use the Discord audio, and the Discord audio will be cloned to the recording as well. But let me just see. Switch account, BabelVerse. I should be able to grab from the BabelVerse YouTube channel that I created the link to the stream and then share it with you guys in the chat. So I'm really excited about this. Your channel, videos. I guess I got to go into my like studio, manage videos. Oh, and you know what I've forgotten? Oh, you guys won't be able to hear the music if you just join the Discord. That's too bad. I should do something about that. Maybe I could play the music through the Discord. Okay, it looks like we got a live link. And I don't see anything really displayed yet. I don't know what's up with my delay settings. I may have delayed it. But let me just try and run this, load this link, the stream link. It should be working. Started yet? There we go. I don't know what's up with my delay. Perfect. Okay. Well, that's what I wanted to see. All right, so where are we at? Story School. We had a chat between us. Let me get back over there. Okay, here it is. It's got Red Shark on there too. Okay, there's the link to the stream right now. We're live on the stream. So go ahead and both of you click on that link, and you can mute the audio on the link. I think that there's enough delay there that it might not work very functionally for us as a tool of communication between Discord until I can get the stream, until I can get clear on how much delay there is on the stream. There's some settings on that I need to tweak. But are you guys able to see the live stream at all?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So at this moment, you can see a countdown.
I'm looking. Where is the link? Where you publish the link?
Look in your private messages, like click the top left of your Discord, and I sent it to the group message.
Okay.
Right on, Yogi. So load that, and then just mute the audio in the YouTube video. I guess our audio will come through there, but it will be delayed, and it will just cause a endless loop of audio unless we mute that while we're using it. But I wanted to show you that so I can show you around. Here, I'm going to go ahead. Tell me how quickly it updates. If you guys are looking at the, if you guys are looking at the, I just changed the screen. If you guys are looking at the live stream link, tell me when the screen changes on the live stream. It should just go to a fish only with the background.
Just change now.
Just change. Okay, on 3, I'm going to switch it to the countdown. 3, 2, 1. So the countdown screen just loaded on stream. So tell me how long it takes before you see the countdown stream on the stream.
Hasn't changed yet.
All right.
Now it's changed.
All right, it's about 10 seconds. So.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Okay, that's not too bad, but it's not quick enough to really work functionally in real time to communicate about visual things. So I'll see what I can do about speeding that up. That's one thing I was unsure of. Now I'm going to show you the next page. So you'll see it in 10 seconds later. You'll see the animation to the kind of welcome page. Has our social media. I've included this spectralizer. Are you with us still, Yogi? What do you think, man? Let's hear some Yogi responses.
Yeah, I
dig it.
I'm with you. Unfortunately, my YouTube here is not so fast as you see, but I'm still seeing the image, and that's okay.
Okay. Right on. Okay. Well, here now what I've done is I've loaded up the page that has I've got a browser and chat window, and I'll go ahead and show you guys. I've got actually I don't have it loaded yet, so let me pull that up. The restream chat. If you were to be viewing this on YouTube or on Twitch, if I were to have check the tab to restream over to Twitch, then I could say like, hi, hey guys, welcome. And I just hit enter on that chat, and you'll see it pop up on the chat overlay in 10 seconds. And then I'll say, you know, stream starting soon. I'll get some music ready. And then I'll come over here to Spotify, and I'll dial up the Spotify, and you guys can unmute your audio, mute your microphone on the Discord, you know, on your headset or whatever. But you can unmute the audio from the stream, and I'm gonna hit play on the music. I've got some random synthwave stuff from Spotify. This is obviously copyrighted music, so we'll have to curate some music that we can use for our streams. And then the levels need to be right with the audio, which is a little bit tricky, but once I get it set, like for example, right now, I can bring the levels on Spotify down within OBS. But they're already pretty darn low, to be honest. They're down in like -50, -45 decibel range. So that's kind of what I wanted, with some background music, kind of make the experience a little bit more cool. And then in my ears, I have voice meter going. And if I'll show you my screen right now, because I have another page for display capture. So I've just changed to the display capture scene, so you can see my setup and my configuration here inside of OBS. And then you can also see voice meter. Voice meter is the software I'm using to individually patch audio to the stream, so that I don't have just like all my system audio. And then within, yeah, so like I can, like right now, if I don't want to hear the audio in my ears for the music, I have it over here, so I can just basically turn it down for me, but it will stay the same, you know, the same volume level on the stream. So I want to be able to hand this off to you, DragonBro. That's why I'm showing it to you, because I want you to be able to download and use some of these technologies in the future to run some of these meetings and things. I think it just adds a lot. What do you guys think?
So what just happened is, as in the past few minutes, the delay has decreased drastically. I don't know what you did, but it went down from like a 10-second delay to like maybe a 2-second delay.
Okay, let's try it again. Here we go. I'm to the setup screen right now. I've got my spectralizer and the fish only, and I'm going to queue up the countdown scene, which is perfect for doing this because it starts with a timer, so we can really accurately gauge how long it takes. So I'll tell you exactly when I hit the scene switch. 1, 2, go. I just double clicked it, it just loaded. So let me know when you see it swap to the countdown scene on the live stream. Has it happened yet? We're like 15 seconds in, so it would be slower at this point if it hasn't.
Yeah. For me to have an idea is just in the time when you said, DragonBro, about the 50 seconds and showing the return. To me, is very, very behind. It is very slow. But I think it's because of my internet.
I'm checking on my end too now, because I haven't really quite done it on my end. I
just very, very behind.
There we go. Okay, I just muted just muted the audio on my browser capture of the live stream, and so I've refreshed the page now. And I'm back over to OBS, and I have countdown screen go, and then I'm alt tabbed over here. 1, 2, yeah. It's taking a second. It's taking a second. Yeah, I think it's really about 10 seconds or so, give or take, but there it is. Yeah, about 10 seconds. That's fine. I'll see what I can do about that. Part of it might be the high resolution. I'm streaming at 1920 by 1080, which is pretty nuts. And then I also didn't do anything to conserve on the data size of these animations and assets. I just basically bounced them at full res, so that was kind of stupid of me. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to max out the capacity of OBS and see how much it could handle, because that helps me understand like how big of scenes I can build with my current setup. But yeah.
Here we go. Hold up. Is those rectangles that are going up and down, is that like actually giving because of our audio and our talking?
Yeah, dude. Oh, it's only connected to my audio right now. See how they're moving? Like right now, they're moving when I speak. It'll be 10 seconds delayed for you, obviously, if you're watching it. But there's also spectralizers for the audio. I don't know why they're not working right now, though. Hang on, let me check that out. Spectralizer top, because this should be connected. And you know what it is? I'm not in the right scene. There they are. Okay, so look here. If I go to right now, I'll go to the display capture so that you guys, in 10 seconds, you'll be able to see my screen and what I'm doing. So I'll wait 10 seconds so that you can kind of catch up with the stream. But so what I'll do now is I want to change the spectralizer. So if you look at the left-hand side of my OBS window, the left hand is the active menu that I'm working on. The right hand is what's being displayed at the moment. So I'll go over to the countdown screen where I had some other spectralizers for the audio that are not displaying because I stopped. Oh, you know what? It's because they're set to VLC media player right now input because I was using them on VLC. But if I pop them back over to Spotify, wherever that is, music, VLC, media source, stream labels. What? Where's the Spotify? Hold on a sec. Oh, there it is. Music, Spotify. Boom. Now you'll have a spectralizer. In 10 seconds, you'll see it pop up on the left-hand side. And I also created one for the right-hand side and just mirrored it and flipped it. So we'll show you that one. I'll move this one over to music, Spotify. There it is. Okay, cool. Yeah, now you'll get a little spectralizer that's responding to the music for the spectralizer visualization on the top bar. Do you see that yet, DragonBro? Now it's on the bottom. In 10 seconds, you'll see it animate to the bottom. And what you're seeing now is a screen that has the spectralizer cloned for the Spotify audio on the bottom. And then the spectralizer is the circular spectralizer for my microphone is visualizing based on my speech in the center of the screen. So let me know if you can see that. What? What are you playing? Some epic audio? You could be a big shot. You could be a big shot. That's epic. And so here's my kind of countdown timer screen. I wanted to be able to, like, for example, I could fade the music up from over here. You know, I could do just a little announcement real quick. Hey guys, you know, we're gonna get started soon. Come on in. And then here I'll show you one other thing. I don't think I showed you guys any of the animations yet, did I? Or any of the alerts? Oh, I haven't even showed you any alerts. Check this out. This is kind of fun. I can test follow. Let's see if how this is working. Yeah, so on the stream now, like if somebody follows the stream, it should say, you know, new follower, and then the name of the follower, and then the little GIF animation of the fish there. So this is what I wanted, DragonBro. I know you're so busy, you're building so much cool stuff, but I've got like a bunch of different alerts, and you'll see them if you're watching the stream right now. Like the next one I'll do is test subscription, and there's a random GIF I grabbed for that. And then I'll do test resubscription. I think I just reused that.
This is a test.
Test donation. There's a little Bitcoin necklace. Test gold chain. Test hosting. If somebody on Twitch hosts our stream later on, if we want to make our streams public, people want to go ahead and host them, we have a notification kind of thanking people for doing that. Whatever Streamlabs, you know, enables by default, we have all that functionality and more. There's some other cool stuff too. So anyway, I just wanted to share some of these features and then the chat. So I'll move from the countdown over to the welcome page. Welcome page, kind of to say hello. And then before I'm ready to jump into like a browser kind of a deal, so I might pop into the browser for a minute, alt tab over here, and kind of say, oh yeah, we're looking at some reference art for Greek olive wreath laurels and golden laurels for reference art, and some of these iconic Greek images. I was just randomly Google searching and looking for this kind of stuff, so that was up on my screen anyway. But then you can see the chat window, and then yeah, I've got my restream here, so I can message to the chat from my restream or from YouTube. I can toggle that. So right now I'll message from BabelVerse YouTube and I'll say, hey guys, and I could say, who digs the music? Who digs the music? Question mark. And I could say, it's probably going to get us a copyright strike, though. We sure need DeFiYogi's DJ friend to hook us up with a long synthwave electronic music playlist. And then that whole comment, is it too long? No, it formats correctly. So even long comments come through pretty good on the stream. So these are just a few things I wanted to test. Mostly just wanted to share with you because I was pretty sure they were working right, but I wasn't positive. So I'll go over to the Discord screen now, and you can see Discord did not load because I need to refresh the input. So Discord... window chat, Discord window. What's up? You ready to get going on our meeting?
Yeah, I was thinking about like sort of pro builder that we were supposed to be talking about today with the
that's what I want to get on next. I want you to help me on stream download Pro Builder so that I can follow along on the tutorial that you give Yogi. Is that cool with you? I just loaded Discord, by the way, that's what I was trying to do. So now we've got Discord up, and if I go over to Discord, I can click on our Story School meeting that we're in here, and then any of the chat here. I can also import this chat directly into the stream as well in the future, but I just wanted to share with you guys that so that you're aware that when we're in the Discord meeting, I can load the call here and we can have a stage. You know, I can say, I can share screen, right? So for example, right now, I can share my screen and it'll go out on the stream to you guys. And I'll just go ahead and do that. And I'll say, share your screen and screen 1, go live. All right, now I'm sharing my screen. So what, DragonBro, what's step 1 for me while you're walking through and screen sharing with DeFiYogi? What's step 1 for me? I'm just going to Google search like download Unity or what?
I think if we wanted to do that, we could sort of do that. I don't know if now would sort of be the right time if you want to like just completely start learning how to use Unity. I think you know, maybe we could first actually start with directing DeFiYogi, see what he's done, and give him some tasks, because I think he's like, you know,
he's ready to go. Yeah. Okay, so let's do that, and then in a future, you know, even it could just be you and me. You can kind of help me get set up, and then I can come back to this as reference with a little bit more understanding. But in the meantime, I'll try to follow along. I'll stop sharing my screen, and why don't you share your screen, and then Yogi can follow along, and you can show him some of the tools and stuff that you're building. Does that sound cool?
I was thinking Yogi first could share his screen and show us all what he's done so far.
Perfect. Right on. You sound good, Yogi?
Yeah, let's try. Let me open Unity. I run some tests about the box modeling. My main difficulty is to get used to the environment of Unity, which is completely normal. It takes time, and that's why I think that's so important to have like a task, and a task like something that could be useful. So to me, the most important thing right now is to see what is done, how it's done, and to inspire myself, because sometimes I can complicate things a little bit. I try to keep it the more simple way as I can, but sometimes the 3D life puts me in some deficit.
Yeah, no question. So yeah, what do you think about showing us what you got? Is it loading up right now? And
Yeah, I'm trying. I'm in Open Unity first. Then I'm looking in our stats the way, because at the same time I use my mobile, my cellular phone to connect through audio. I know I can do it by my Discord in the computer. And
uh-oh, you cut out. Yeah, it's tricky with the connection, with the connectivity. DragonBro, are you still?
Hello.
There you are. There you are.
okay.
So, do you think that you would have you have better connectivity on for audio on your phone, so you prefer to use it for that?
No, it's yes. My computer is a cool computer, but my connectivity to Discord works better with my phone.
Yeah.
So that's a thing that I have to solve. I'm trying to share my screen. Let me see, how can I do it? Can you help me with that?
Of course. So look down where it says, and if you want to just watch the stream as well, I might be able to do like a screen capture to show you more directly. So I'll do that right now just for future reference for anyone watching.
No, I think if you give me a few steps, I think I can do it, I suppose.
Oh yeah, it's super easy. So what I'm just queuing up the screen so I can show on screen how it's done. It's just the bottom near where your name is on the bottom left. You'll have your username, and then you'll have your microphone and your deafen settings. Right above that, it says screen, and if you hover over that, it says share your screen. You click that, and then it gives you an option with 2 tabs. So you can either share, from just the applications on your screen. You might have some sensitive things that you don't want to broadcast, so you might want to restrict only to just an application that you're sharing. Or you might want to say, I want to share a few different things, like a browser window and an instance of Unity. And so I'm going to click the screen tab, and then you can share your screen. There's some settings here, Yogi, that might be really helpful for you with your connectivity. Where we're at, we usually don't mess with any of this. We just kind of go next it, go live, click next. But in your case, you might want to bring your frame rate down to 15, and you might want to bring your resolution down to 720. And if there's any other way, better text readability or smoother video, I would probably choose better text readability. I don't know. I might toggle between the two and see if you get a better result with one or the other. But yeah, then you just push go live, and then we can see your screen.
Okay. Mode streamer. Let me see. That's one mode streamer. Okay. Text and video. Resolution.
I wish you guys could experience the synthwave music with me, because it makes the whole experience so much cooler. Like the fact that you're in this Discord meeting not getting any of the synthwave audio that I'm getting, it's like, I feel bad for you guys. Like, what are you even listening to? Yeah, I don't know. It's not showing me that you're sharing yet, but it might just be lagging.
I think I should, let's see if I can share, because I'm.
Do you think the phone? Start? Do you think the because you're connected on your phone, it's confused like maybe you should create a second Discord account for your computer, like DeFiYogi #2, and see if you can just screen share from the Discord, join the Discord call from there as well. That might be one solution. If you like using the audio on the phone, that it's the best solution.
No, to tell the truth, it's because I never had the necessity of to share my screen before. This is the main reason, I think. I will try to not. I don't think it's necessary to create a second account. I think if I can find the configuration and configure my headset right, probably this problem will be solved as well.
Yeah, just
but
why
can
don't you do this?
See my screen right now, because it's appeared to me live. I think I have a bigger issue as well, and that is something that I am not able to fix. It's about my internet connection. I have the best internet connection. It could be possible have in the place I live. So I think this could be some problem. But let's see. Can you see my live? Can you see my screen?
Because cannot.
Here's like,
I can't see it, but what about you, DragonBro? Can you see anything live on your end? I don't. I think it's probably because of the phone. Like if you're using the same instance of Discord on the phone and on the desktop, and then you try, but you'd think it would work, but I don't know. It's...
By the way, I only have, like,
give me 5 minutes. I would connect on my phone. I will clean up all the Bluetooth connection, and I will configure my headset and try to log in by Discord. Give me 3 minutes.
Nice.
To try to do that.
Yeah. In the meantime, I'll be hanging here with DragonBro, and we'll just chat and wait for you. No sweat, man.
Okay.
Like I said, though, I only have like 30 minutes.
Yeah, it's all good, man. I don't 30 minutes from now or 30 minutes from the start.
30 minutes from now.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I think we just get over these little hurdles with configuration setup and stuff. He just needs to probably get his headset configured with Discord on his desktop so that he can run everything from there. Sounds like he was using his headset with his phone on Discord because the audio connection is more reliable that way. So yeah, I think it's probably advisable that he make a second account so that he could use Discord just for the streaming, and he could use some bandwidth there, and then he can use Discord on his phone for the audio, and he could use some bandwidth there. That might just be a bad idea, though. When I think about it, it just would eat more total bandwidth on his.
I have a lot of friends who do that.
Do you? Okay.
Yeah.
Why? Because the audio just gets too choppy with Discord.
Well, for different reasons. Some do it just for fun, just because why not? Some do it because they're like, yeah, the audio gets choppy, and some do it is that they don't have the Discord on their PC just doesn't work as well as the Discord on their phone, so yeah.
A little bit of a mixed bag, so that's cool to hear, though, that other people are just using that as as just like standard practice, because it's sort of I think we have just such a global use case in everything that we're doing. Like, we have people literally all over the world, and so I sort of anticipate that there'll be lots of people who have different issues that we need to be sensitive to. But in general, yeah, if we can provide just Discord meeting, everyone go there, and then we can throw all of the bells and whistles on top of it by embedding it into a stream. I'm very excited about this. But yeah, then also just in terms of this time for us, it's like we're waiting for Yogi, but we also have an opportunity to connect on our stuff. So let's use this time wisely. Is there anything you want to share with me, or do you want me to show you some of the pixel art assets that I've been banking from you that I want you to try and bring to life in the future and with some motion?
I'd actually like to, if there's anything you want from like my PC, I can share my screen and make sure like you've got all your stuff.
Oh,
'Cause,
don't do that in this context because there might be private keys or some random stuff on there that's private. Instead, just go ahead, not in a screen shared way anyway, but yeah, just go ahead and like, you could compress it all, like just if it's all in one folder, just right click it and say send to zip file or what zip folder, and then upload that zip drive. Okay, cool.
That's what I'm saying, is that, like, there's the messy desktop, which you all put in one folder conveniently, but there's also more stuff, like if you remember, there was a bunch of apps and just different crypto wallets. I was wondering whether I should keep or not.
Okay, okay. Yeah, maybe with anything like that that doesn't fit neatly into a folder that's like an executable that's locally installed, yeah, we should do a separate screen share, just on a separate meeting so that's not recorded. And I can, I can see what's what there. There's really nothing there that I like imminently need or anything like that. But it is possible that some of that stuff could have value in the future or something that I overlooked something. So I'm like hesitant to just tell you to delete it all. But basically, like there's a 95% chance that you could just delete it all and it would be no problem. So if it's really bothering you,
have a bunch of like private keys on the D drive in some folders. So
yeah, like any of that kind of stuff, I would just let's compress it and throw it in Dropbox and link it to me. I'm sure none of it is like, I can't imagine any of it being sensitive. I was using that computer to explore QT wallets. It was like 2018, and I was downloading a lot of QT wallets for different blockchains that were offering different staking rewards, really low cap cryptos, like under $10 million market cap, and just trying to get in on that community level, like participating with the community and using their tools. And most of them are just forks of the original Bitcoin QT wallet, so there's nothing very special about them or about the projects. They just basically forked the wallet and then nothing else happened. Or they forked the wallet, implemented some staking, and then the community kind of fell apart and the tokenomics weren't thoughtful. So it just, there's a couple diehards holding on, but the projects are mostly dead. It's mostly stuff like that. There's one project in there called Crypto Bridge. Don't even try to double click that one, man. That was, I think it was called Crypto Bridge. I can't remember what it's called. But there was this one project that I was kind of stoked on at the time, and I converted some Ethereum so I could buy some of their tokens and stake them. And it was going to be one of those like, oh, the rates are so good over the long term, I'm really going to clean up. And then I came back and the whole thing was like a shell. It's like a scam. Not really a scam, but it was, not in the sense that it was like a Ponzi scheme or something like that, but it was just like, yeah, the project just collapsed. Hey, we can hear you. Are you on your PC?
I connect by my computer, but I cannot hear you. Probably I have feedback response.
Maybe I can message you. There's
configuration. I cannot hear you yet, but let me see.
I'll message you on Discord, and then you can
hear us.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah.
Check your audio settings in Discord. Click settings icon.
Now let me hear it. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you great. Can you hear us?
It's better, or is it the same?
It's the same. We can hear you the same. Same. We can.
Okay, Yogi G is online in my computer. So it's fine.
You can't hear us.
Step 4.
So the reason why you can't hear us. The reason why.
No, I can hear you.
Oh, for real? Okay, good. Never mind. I'm like typing. Yeah. I'm typing and talking because I was trying to make sure that DragonBro could understand what I was saying too, and that you could. So that's funny. Right on. All right. Well, you're live. So can you share your screen now?
Yeah, that's my next step.
Bada boom.
Let's do it. Bada boom. Let's see my pro builder for
from Brazil with love.
From Brazil. From Brazil, let's see.
How's that going, by the way, being in Brazil? Are they, is the local government fairly fascistic in their treatment of the COVID situation, or are they, is it affecting your life, or are you pretty removed from it in your lifestyle?
I'm pretty removed. We live away from the city. To tell the truth, the nearest city I have is about almost 12 kilometers from my house, and it's a very small city. And Belo Horizonte, which is the next big city, one of the the third or fourth city of the country, is about 70 kilometers. So
that's crazy.
We are very protected. Very protected, if I can talk this way. Can you see my screen?
I'm in. Yeah, I could see. How about you, DragonBro? You seeing this?
Yeah.
All right.
So, what have you made so far? Let's see. Okay.
This is a very. I was trying to understand the texture map and to see how the navigability for me is the worst yet, because Unity use only the mouse to have this kind of for me it's like a stuck stuff, but I think I will solve that. I as well try to import some models in 3D to see how it goes, and of course to separate them. And
all right, so you want to separate them? Let's see. Yeah. So if you want to separate them,
yeah, because this model, you see this curved box. Yeah. It's like a plug. It's not a plugin, but it's what we call a modifier. So I use a modifier to make the structure of the fish move, and trying to use this animation in FBX files was an attempt to understand how Unity behaves with these modifiers of Cinema 4D, which was not a good example at all, because it won't work. The animation won't work.
So you're having an issue with that white curve being in the same object as the yellow fish?
Not because this white stuff is exactly the modifier. It's supposed to not to be seen as a solid object, and just like a moving object that force the fish mesh or the fish structure to move. So it's just a test, okay? It's just to see how an animation made of modifiers behave in Unity. Take a few tests of. Let me see here. I need Unity. Where is it?
Oh.
Here.
All right.
I run a few tests to try to understand, but I'm very in the early stage, because I'm learning again to extrude some polygons and trying to see how I can put them together, how used to snap grid tool. I didn't yet force myself to try to texture something that's. Oh no, this is not what I'm looking for. This was example, and that's why I think so important, DragonBro, to talk with you, to see an example of yours, to see how you are doing your model, how is working good for you in the first step, for me to try to get in your space and try in that space, see, wow, okay, now this texture, maybe we can do this approach, or maybe in this model I can do this. Oh, hey, see this, DragonBro, I did that. Let's see how it's working. See, like some very simple stuff, but trying to understand the texture, how the texture behaves, a little bit of lighting. I try some few tests in light as well. But as you see, I have a very difficult to move the space, because it's this learning curve usability, which is very different for me. It's like learning to write again.
I see. So the key thing here is box modeling, and so it seems like you don't exactly have the Pro Builder window open. So a few things I would do is first I would go up to Window. It should be at the top of your screen.
This is probably the right.
You're in Unity, but there should be up at the top some things like Window, Tools. So do you see any of those, or is it different on Mac?
No, it's here, Pro Builder. Can you see?
Yeah, I can see. I'm saying, if there should be some options up at the top that I'm not seeing you have. So like,
Okay.
try clicking on that white bar at the top of your window. Hello?
This one in Pro Builder window, that's what you want to see?
I'm saying, do you see that white bar at the top that has your 3 green buttons? Or your 3 buttons, the green, blue, and red. You click on that bar, see if anything happens.
Yeah. This one.
Alright. If I show you what, let me send you a screenshot.
Why don't you just share, DragonBro? Why don't you share your screen real quick, and then Yogi can share again if he needs.
Here, if you see the screenshot I sent, I'd prefer to just send.
Yeah, good. That's cool.
Do you see up at the top, right beneath the red bar, it says File, Edit, Assets, Game Object, Component, Tools, Window, and Help? On the screenshot I sent you in the.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, I'm saying in order to use Pro Builder, you actually need to be able to see those tabs. Where are they?
Here. I think it's this one.
Yeah.
When you have new shapes, new polys, moving, export to VW, and things like that.
I don't see that anywhere on the screen you're sharing. Do you have multiple monitors or something?
Oh, you're still okay. I think you are still in the seeing the fish. That's what your guys seeing.
Yeah.
So that's a problem because I changed twice.
Okay.
Why is that?
The whole screen, but make sure you don't have like any private stuff.
Yes, let me see. Unit screen, PC, Mac project 1. This one, let's see. It's because, sorry, but I think I'm learning to if I change the subjective in Discord as well, it did not change the screen. See this one? This one has the Pro Builder. Can you see it?
I can see your screen. It's got like some red and white steps with a purple roof thing. I still don't see the tab
Yeah,
at the top that I was talking about though.
because here, as you see my tools, Pro Builder window. This is what you want to see, isn't it?
I don't see it anywhere.
Don't know why.
Here, I'll show you what I see. Wait, this is what I'm seeing. So, is that different from what you're seeing?
Yeah, different, and I don't know why. You can't see my that I'm moving, because when I saw this, when I move my screen,
Yeah, I can see your screen's moving.
it's okay. You're seeing the movement. When I rotate, it pop-ups a message like your transmission is still on, but we pause them for you to like a resource economy, something like that. I think it could be related to my bandwidth. Don't know why it happened. Oh, it's online again.
All right, so it sounds like there's a really like important and necessary menu bar that is different on Mac than it is on Windows, and that's pretty common. But in finding whatever specific tools that Yogi will need to snap to grid and to build in the right scale with our assets, I can imagine a couple ways to proceed with that. We could give him a Pro Builder file that is like a sandbox. It's just a copy that he can play with and edit and see, experiment with. That's how Yogi really learns well, is by noodling with it. And then another thing is that we can focus more intensively on DragonBro sharing what he's doing and those tools, and then at least Yogi will know what the equivalent looks like in Windows, and you'll have this stream that we're recording right now to reference, for this next week and everything as well. So that could be a good solution if you want a DragonBro maybe, and then you can look up the tutorials if you're like, oh well, DragonBro clicked on this and that, but I don't see it in Mac, and then you can look and try and find on YouTube if somebody's made a tutorial on doing that particular thing in the Mac environment.
Yogi, do you have anything like that? Like
I think
those tabs that I was telling you about in the screenshot, where it's got like those words I said.
Yeah, I have Pro Builder. I have Pro Builder, which is insanely necessary, of course, for box modeling. I have as well installed grids and polybrush.
Okay, those are both useful, but how did you open up the package manager? Where did you go? I'm trying to see where you went on Mac so that I can sort of help coordinate and say, okay, that's where it is, go to here.
Okay. After install the Pro Builder, I did that steps. I think you helped me. I
Do you think
look at to packet manager. I think it was that. I looked to package manager, and then I found Pro Builder. I check a box. I remember you said check this box, and then I downloaded, and everything was fine.
Right, that was good. I'm saying I need to know where you got the package manager, so because that area is like a very key part to being able to use Pro Builder, because then we can like figure out where you can use various tools. That's like a
Oh,
toolbar, and it's different on Mac than it is on Windows. So I'm wondering where your toolbar is, because obviously you know where it is because you got the package manager. So I was wondering if you could show me where you got it exactly.
See if is this you're looking for, where I can show. I will send in the group the image so you can see if it is what we are talking about.
Okay. How did you open up that window? You went to Tools and then Pro Builder, right?
Just went to went to in Pro Builder Tools, Pro Builder window.
Right. Where did you find the tools? I'd like to know where on your screen, like if you send your whole screen and then tell me where you said tools.
No, it's floating. It's floating. It's floating. It keeps floating. The screen.
You mean where you said Tools, Pro Builder, and you click those buttons?
Yeah, it keeps. I can put.
Grab a
I need.
Grab a screenshot of the floating context, the menu window, and just message DragonBro that floating one. Maybe that'll be helpful. Because it seems like it's not coming through on the stream or on the Discord share. Maybe because it regards
it wasn't.
It probably, Yogi, what you could do is when you share your screen, instead of picking the window that you want to share, click the other tab in Discord that says your whole screen, and then just share everything. As long as you don't have anything super sensitive, and you know you don't have to share your desktop. You know.
Okay, I think this could be cool. Let me try this. Let me.
Oh yeah, okay.
Well.
So it's above that. All right, we need to see the part where you're clicking tools because it's not showing when you share that specific window.
Yeah. Let me do this. What NOVAX just told me, that try to share the screen, not a specific, but all the screen. Is that it?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that'll totally help.
So, share your screen again. Let's see.
Yeah, this is kind of
it always keep me Telegram, no, my screen. Okay. Now I think it's gonna work.
Ooh, yeah. That other tab to share screen is the kind of the magic button.
There we go. There we go. All right, so
now you can see my C4D window.
Yeah.
Bingo.
So yeah, now go back to Unity and see if it's fixed. Oh, by the way, really cool fish.
There. Yeah, I was just gonna say, hold on a second. That's a beautiful fish.
This is a very cool fish.
Love him. Yeah.
He's like bad fish.
Yeah, he's dangerous. I'm scared of him. Now DragonBro's gonna put a sword in his hands. We're gonna be in real trouble.
I guess I am then.
Yeah, give him a laser cannon or something crazy. Maybe not this exact one, but this guy is so cool. I do love this model.
I will try to make him very, very, very organic.
Yeah, he did a good job keeping it low poly, you know, but also making it organic. I think that was you achieved, you know, a really cool result.
Actually, a really flat thing.
Yeah, the low poly. I was talking to you the other day. It's important. The screen is still sharing. Okay?
Oh, yeah.
Because he has this fish is exactly this point. You see that box, DragonBro? That's the box I told you. It's when imported to Unity, it doesn't make this smooth movement of the model. I think I have to improve this to try to have movements made by modifiers in C4D. I have to understand this better. that was the idea, to start to understand how this can work in a cool way inside Unity.
Look at your camera floating around the animation too. This is like some next level wizard stuff,
Yeah,
Yogi. That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, you can see the camera movement really. It's of course not focused at all, but it's something like this.
Yeah, he's just swimming by. It's nice. So yeah, there's going to be some translation issues with the animation aspects of the 3D models and trying to find a workflow that works for you. If you're feeling just so comfortable in C4D and it's a lot, and maybe some of the technology isn't even reproducible in ProBuilder or whatever, I really don't know. But it's cool that you have this vernacular of understanding of 3D, tools, and I think it's important that DragonBro understands the depth to which you can manipulate 3D objects and animate them. And then now, yeah, we're just linking up those other components of, getting us on the same page so that we're using the same tools. And then I think that will scale really well because I know how prolific you are once you are set out on a path and you have a clear channel to run on. So what do you think is imminent next now for like important things that you need to impart DragonBro to DeFiYogi? Like what's now that we have this better view of his screen on his end, what did you want to go on with? Because I know we only probably have like what 10 more minutes, 5 minutes.
So now that we finally got the ProBuilder window open, I noticed that you've been closing it and opening it back up. So I would say it's first step would be to dock it, and then secondly, I'd say that's a very nice umbrella. But thanks for the help, NOVAX, in sort of coordinating that maybe he wasn't sharing his whole screen and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So, DeFiYogi, do you see that the word ProBuilder with the blue line above it in the ProBuilder window?
Yeah.
So just take that and then drag it to maybe the side of your screen, like the word ProBuilder that up there. Yeah. So yeah, maybe to the side, and so you can sort of dock it.
Is that about where you have yours, DragonBro?
I have quite a different setup, and I would say personally.
Do you want to coach him through getting his setup like yours, so that's more intuitive for you guys to look at each other's work and follow the organizational? Like that's a foundational thing that might actually be worth spending some time on. I know my workflow.
I would say that there's no like one setup fits all. It's really based on personal preference. But if you really want me to show him my setup, I totally can.
Yeah, it might be kind of helpful. It doesn't have to happen at this exact moment if we want to make best use of the time because we have a couple minutes. But let's put that on the list of something that we should try to achieve. I know with Adobe products, it makes all the difference in the world when you're trying to follow somebody's tutorial and their tools are just set up differently than you, and you're just like, I don't have that on my. It looks different, and we're already going to have a lot of that because of the difference between the app. The Mac or Apple and Windows. So to the extent that we're able to create smoother, more easily followable tutorials for each other and interacting with each other in a way that's more one-to-one, I think it's better. So let's try to do that. But for the time being, let's go with it.
So Yogi, I want to say that object that you made there in the center of the screen is very cool. The fact that like I probably couldn't even do that. My knowledge is limited to sort of more of the box modeling, sort of blocky type thing. Did you make that thing in the middle with ProBuilder or with Cinema 4D?
Everything. This one was everything with ProBuilder.
That's amazing.
But as I said, was not. This is not. Was just. Let me see how I can extrude. Let me see how can I can set up like different ID for texturing and put some each step of the stairs in a color. It was like a very very simple idea. I think this is the first trying to see what can I did with a builder, but
This
this is very simple, I think.
That I don't even know how you got there, much less how I would have gotten there. And I think that's a really good step in the right direction with what you're learning. But like Dax said, the key here with the BabelVerse is definitely box model. So I think you're doing great.
Okay.
And you've gotten a whole lot in the right direction. But earlier, as you were saying that it went great, but you had issues with only being able to move with the mouse, I've got definitely some ideas to help you. So
Okay.
first go to object
This
mode.
would be
You
fine.
know what that is right from the video.
Objective mode here.
Object mode. Like, do you see in the top center of your scene window, there's 4 modes. The
Yeah.
object, vertex.
Yeah.
Yeah. So go to object.
Yeah.
Yeah. There.
Okay.
And say you wanted to click on the purple thing. If you want to orbit around it, press F twice. All right, like double tap F, and then do Alt left click drag to orbit. Once you've pressed F twice, and you can Alt left click.
Okay.
That's zoom.
Okay.
Oh,
This
right.
is very cool.
Is the
This is okay. Control rotate. Let me ask you something. Where can I change this setup? Where can I configure? Because I used to do this. For example, in C4D, I use the same. Let me show you new fish tester. Okay, I got this. I have this dynamic. You see, it's very easy for me to change around and configure all my stuff the way I needed because of my fluence, and I believe in a way I have the same configures assign the keyboards to do what I'm already used to. This is a possibility. The other possibility for sure, and I really like this one. Now I can rotate. I'm feeling alive, to be true, because I was completely stuck in my mouse limitations, and just doing this rotation is very cool for me at this moment.
Yeah, definitely.
I feel like a kid.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I got that sort of same feeling of like, if I press Alt, I can orbit. That's so cool. But the fact that you found out it was Control for you and not Alt was quite interesting, because here on Windows, or maybe it's just my keybinds, but it's set so that it's Alt left click, and for you is like Control left click or something. So that's very interesting. But if you want to edit your
for me,
keybinds, just go to Edit Shortcuts, and you can sort of change this around. Not edit mode.
I discovered one more thing.
Yeah.
Discover just one more thing. When I have this rotate, if I click in Control and Alt, I have zoom in, zoom out. Which is some very useful tool as well. I just need to know how to pan.
Pan is middle,
at
least for me.
Okay, I'm alive, man. Thank you so very much. You make my day, sir.
You wanted.
You make my day, sir. You now with Alt I can rotate. Alt and Control I can zoom in, zoom out, and Alt, Control, and Window I can pan.
Mm-hmm.
So now I have life. No, I have life. It's just a matter of concentration and coordination of this new scale environment. But I have life now.
That's great. That's amazing. You're doing a great job, and you're a really fast learner. So, also, if you want to edit any of those keybinds, just go up to the top and say Edit keybinds, and not there at the top of your window.
Top ads.
Edit right next to assets.
Here.
No, up.
Edit. Okay.
Yeah, there we go. So then go all the way down to shortcuts. It should be there.
Set them the same as you have in C4D.
It's not.
Project settings, readers and snaps. Yeah, I have project settings. It's not. It's probably adaptive performance. I have to look at this, but I think to be the truth, NOVAX, only this thing, it's okay. It's a little bit confusing when I move from one 3D environment to another, but at the same way, there is a logic. In each program I ever work with, Maya, 3D Studio, and Lightwave, and every one of them has their own default configuration. And it works. There is a logic behind it.
Yeah.
You have to have a time click hour by man to get used to it. But there is a why, and there is a reason for it.
Yeah.
So I have to click hours and hours and hours and hours and hours, and then it gets easy.
Hey, I'm gonna look up a Pro Builder Apple hotkeys cheat sheet and see what comes up, and maybe that'll be of some extra use.
For me, it's edit shortcuts, but it might be under File or Tools or something for you.
I love in Premiere Pro. I use Premiere Pro as both a digital audio workstation and a video editing tool. I use it to.
Shortcut.
Yeah, there we go. Shortcuts. So now you can just edit those. And, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, keyboard shortcuts are the lifeblood of efficiency. And so, yeah, I think we're going to have some super great success with having you build more complex three-dimensional architecture and spaces and models inside of BabelVerse. This conversation is so important to happen between the two of you guys. I think we should do this regularly. I think we should just have a standing meeting. Friday is excellent. So if you guys are good for like Friday at 3, I think we should just proceed meeting weekly, and then during the week, if there are developments, rapid developments, discoveries, new builds that you guys want to share with each other privately as you're working on it, go ahead and do that. But then also don't hide everything away from us. The whole community wants to see what you're doing too, so feel free to share them, screenshots and everything.
Friday isn't really the best.
Okay.
I would say also 3 isn't necessarily the best either.
Okay.
Maybe at like, say, I don't know, either maybe Thursday at 2.
Yeah, I don't really care. It doesn't matter to me. So whatever works between you and Yogi, I guess you guys just work it out between yourselves. I'll tag along wherever the meetings are. Yeah. I'll be there, bro. I'm for it. I think you guys are going to be a really powerful team. And I just want to like see it happen. Basically, I'm just greedy. I want to be here to watch it happen because it's very special to have a front row seat.
Yeah, definitely. So Yogi, Thursdays at 2 would be Thursdays at 21 for you, I think. So.
Let me see. I am here. My clock is. I'm almost. 2020, I believe for you is?
Yeah,
For
guys,
me,
just
What time is
let's
it now?
not go with the military UTC. You can still say Express UTC and AM PM. It's much easier for everyone, I think, as soon as you get the hang of it. So, for example,
Yeah.
right now,
Okay.
Yogi's.
We can talk about chat. You can see.
Oh, you hit your audio glitched out. There you are. You're back. Yeah, we could talk.
No,
We
you're
could talk in the
asking
future.
something?
I could hear you a bit for a second. Let me just say this really quick. You guys are so like you guys both have such a cool skill set and working towards the same end. You know, it's gonna be really powerful to see it all come together. The timing is an important thing. Just understanding the UTC together. So I just want to have one quick word on that before we just close out, which is to say. DragonBro, you and I are in UTC +7. That means that any time that's expressed in UTC, you just subtract 7 from it, and that's what time it is our local time. So if we have like a BabelVerse community meeting at 5 p.m. UTC, then you just subtract 7 hours, and you got 10 a.m. Pacific time. So just think of it that way. Every time you hear a UTC, you're in the -7 zone, so just subtract 7 hours. And if it's like a AM time, let's say it's 3 a.m. UTC, well then you subtract 3 hours, you're at 12 p.m. or 12 a.m. and then you subtract 4 more hours, you're at 8 p.m. So 3 a.m. UTC is 8 p.m. Pacific time, and likewise, Yogi, I think you're 3 hours ahead of us. Is it 7:20 right now where you are about? Are you still on the call? Well, I can't hear your audio anyway, or yours, DragonBro, if you're talking. I hope I didn't break something. Oh, there you go. Okay.
I have to.
You gotta run.
I was eating some milk chocolates that
What?
handed me.
Oh, I thought you had to go urgently for something high priority, but you're just running off to smuggle more chocolates? I don't understand.
Like, mom just runs up to my computer and throws me a bag of milk chocolates, so I have to eat them. What do you want from me?
It's a requirement at that point, I think. Yeah, it's like a mandate. You must eat chocolate.
Now I have to wash my hands. I'll be right back.
All right, I'm going to wait for Yogi to come back on here. Yogi, can you hear me? All right, is anybody out there? Well, whatever the time difference is, I'll just Google it real quick. Or I'll pre-search it because Google is Google and pre-search is better. All right, so let's just do that. Oh, he's back. All right, I was just saying I'm going to pre-search it real quick because Google is Google and pre-search is better. So I'm going to look for time in, Brazil. Oh, really? Did he get kicked? Oh, he probably just tried to rejoin. Poor Yogi's. It's like when the storm clouds pass over his house, his internet slows down because it's all satellite. But yeah, pre-search changed their UI a little bit. I don't know. It's kind of interesting looking. But I don't know what Brazil's UTC is, and specifically what part of Brazil he's in. I think he's either 2 or 3 hours ahead of us. I think it might be 2. So we need to find out if he's at 5 or if he's at 6, if it's 6 p.m. where he is, or if it's like 7 p.m. But whatever the time is, you guys just pick a good UTC time that works for both of you. And you, DragonBro, you're saying Thursdays around 2 p.m. Pacific work, so you just add 7 hours. That would be 9 p.m. UTC. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
That?
All right. Well, right now, are you guys both comfortable with trying to do this again next week on Thursday at 9 p.m. UTC, which is 2 p.m. Pacific? And then Yogi, we're trying to figure out what time it is for you. Is it 7:20 right now in Brazil where you are, or is it like 6:20? What time is it for you?
20. It's 8 o'clock.
Oh, it's 8:20.
Almost 30.
So wait, so you're 4 hours ahead of us right now. I didn't realize that. All right, so that means because it's only 4:20 for us here, so if it's 8:20 there, which is a surprise to me. Is that right? Are you sure? Okay. You must be on the east side of Brazil, huh? You're pretty far on the east side of the country.
Yeah, I'm almost 500 kilometers from Rio de Janeiro.
Nice, man. Yeah. Okay, cool. So every now and then you do a trip out to the beach and go see the ocean?
No, man. I really like mountains, and
Nice.
I stay here almost all the time.
Right on. I live at the beach in Central California, but I actually my soul longs for the mountains myself. We're hoping that one day we can live in a place where we have some snow. But yeah, I guess we'll close it up there, guys. Are you guys cover everything you want to do for right now? Are we clear about next Thursday? 2 p.m. would be, if Yogi's 4 hours ahead of us, that would be 6 p.m. Or rather, not sorry, 2 p.m. UTC for us. Yeah, it's just going to be 2 p.m. Pacific is going to be his 6 p.m. his time. So next Thursday at 6 p.m. And that means Yogi's -3. Okay, so let's not forget that, DragonBro. You and I are -7, and Yogi is -3.
7? And I do -3. Yes.
All right, my fellow Babel Fish soldiers, I'm going to close out the stream here. Watch, let me show you the last page. Go back over to your browser window where you have the stream running, and I'm going to show you the final screen. It's kind of funny. Hopefully it'll help you guys thinking about ways that you can add motion graphics to this experience or your own experiences that you might want to create with OBS and stuff. This is super fun doing this. But here's the ending screen. There it is. You'll see it in 10 seconds. The fish, I just created I created a bunch of fish from the master Photoshop document with all the custom art, pixel art customizations, and then I just brought them all into Photoshop or into Premiere Pro and animated a quick screen of them. Did you guys see them float by the stream ending page yet? I can cue the animation again so it does it again. Here, I'll go back and forward. All right, ending. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got like 6, 7, 8 fish just swarming the screen for the ending. All right, I'll send you guys the link to this stream as soon as it goes up. It'll be unlisted, so it'll be private. But that way, if there's anything that was said on here that is helpful to you that you need to reference this week, you'll have a way to just kind of go back and scope it out. Does that sound cool?
Yeah.
Cool, man.
Yeah.
Awesome.
See you next Thursday.
We'll see you next Thursday.
Yeah. Bye.
All right, thanks, DragonBro. See you, man.
Yeah. See you guys.
Isn't that great? I love having all this stuff.
NOVAX.
You love it? What's up? You stoked?
Yeah. Yeah.
Good, man.
Yeah. This is very cool, man. This is very cool.
The next step is going to
I'm
be
very excited in this possibility.
just this, man. These little things, you know. Just we get dialed in, speaking the same language, working on the same, you know, assets, the same scenes, you know, the architecture, the building methodologies. You're an animal, dude. Everyone knows it. It's obvious. It's obvious that you're like, you know, extremely talented with 3D modeling and animation, and that you'll struggle through whatever challenges will come, you know what I mean, to find the answers. But in this case, it really requires, you know, good communication like this with screen sharing both directions so that we can, you know, get everything dialed in this way. And it's happening. It's happening. Here, I'm going to do the gong. I'm so excited. Do you hear that? Yeah. Go back to your stream. Watch.
Yeah.
I'm hitting the gong. I'm so excited right now that I have this this soundboard that I downloaded so I can play sounds on the stream if something cool happens. So like one of them is a gong. I got a gong. I'm so excited, Yogi. Watch this. Gong, 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 gong. You won't be able to hear it on the Discord, but if you ever listen back to the recording, hopefully it'll be on there. And I partially wanted to do it to test and confirm that the soundboard audio is routing through correctly anyway. But I have got more than gongs, dude. What else I got on here? There it was, like a meditation bell, like a yogi meditation bell. And I even have the sound, you know, when you scrape the bowl, like when you scrape like a meditating bowl and it kind of makes that sound. I have that. It kind of goes, it's very quiet. It's very quiet, and then boom. So I can synthesize like somebody is running their finger around the bowl and then striking it. And there's other stuff too. I got a nunchucks or something and a sword. I've got a chanting guy, and I think that's all I programmed in here. Yeah, I'm listening to these sounds right now. You can't hear them, but I'm listening to them, so I'm like, they make me laugh and smile. So I'm over here like giggling like a little kid because it's silly sounding. But it's gonna be so much fun when we actually have more people and more engagement in these kinds of meetings, because it'll start small like this, where it's just a couple of us and it's out of necessity, but it'll just continue to grow until there's TJ will be in here with us, Dak will be in here with us, and Mighty Orbot will start chiming in more, and some of these other guys who've been a little bit, I don't know, like on the periphery doing things, but not really participating in the community as much. I wanted to create a way to really like invite them to be more involved, and so this is kind of what that's becoming. So I'm excited about it. Woo.
No, and you have all very clear, because, for example, sometimes, not always, I can see a meeting like a community call we have, but from a project that I'm following since the beginning of the year is called Illuvium, which is a Ethereum game, which is a very, very insane Ethereum game, and the developers are crazy. The 3D modelers are from other space, and sometimes I can see, but I can't listen because of my internet connection. When I have a clear image of the 3D, I cannot hear the audio. I think it's a technical problem, but I think we are in the right place and following the right steps, because that's the way we are going.
Yeah, there's a really
very nice.
There's so much innovation happening, and one of the things it actually is almost potentially a challenge for us is that it's becoming so efficient and so affordable to mint assets to some of these layer 2 implementations, like on Polygon, and some of these tools are becoming so affordable that there are projects springing up that are actually rewarding artists. They're calling it like creativity mining and things like that, where they're minting tokens to reward artists for uploading NFTs instead of charging an artist to upload an NFT or taking a profit from the artist for selling that NFT. So the whole model is kind of inverted and backwards and different and new. So we're going to have to step through that and find those areas where we can kind of monetize on some of the things that we're making. But in general, like, we just want to make something really cool and fun. And we find that everyone who tried to make it about money kind of got away from making stuff that was cool and fun. So that's why I really like this umbrella, partially like the first things that you're doing in here are very whimsical and very fun, and it's really just about cultivating that appreciation for the artistic process and understanding that that has value, and you don't need to go and find a way to put value on that. It has intrinsic value, and we respect the value of it, and then the market comes beside it, and you know what I mean? We don't need to invert it. We don't need to say, let's make something valuable. How about we make something cool, and then we know it's going to be valuable because it's cool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Sure. And that's it, man. That's it.
So how's everything with the little one?
I'm very excited.
You got little one printing out Captain Fish yet? I need to print out some more Captain Fish for my 3-year-old, because our older kids they need more than that. They can't just do coloring book pages. They need more stimulation, more creativity. So I'm very also excited about kid stuff, like the knee-high dojo or something, or creating some stuff in the BabelVerse world that's more designed, even if it's not specifically like for children in that way, where it's like, this is the kid zone. We could still build everything in a way that it makes sense to kids who are 7, 8, 9 years old, where by that time you can read pretty well and you can understand the dialogue. So we can keep it at a level where it's accessible for the kids. But I think it also would be cool to take it to another step where we do ultimately have some things that are like deliberately constructed for children, And we could get there partially through like some of these Minecraft implementations. And also in the forum, I don't know if you've been on the forum, but I'll just reiterate here on this since we're still recording. The forum is big, man. And anyone who's listening to this, forum.babelfish.money. So DragonBro, if you're listening back, or anyone listens to this later, forum.babelfish.money. The password is 42. It's a secret to, it's a great question of life, the universe, and everything. So there's not much really. There's not a ton going on up until now, but it's just now starting to really populate with lots of perspectives and comments. So definitely get on there, Yogi, and see if you want to add to the conversation. I think your DeFi perspectives, because you have a little experience with DeFi protocols, with using DeFi yourself, even more so than some of the pop thinking guys who are newer to crypto in many respects. So always never underestimate the value of your experience and your insight. Like Dark Knight always says, there's no experts. You know what I mean? We're all kind of navigating all of this together. So your feedback and your thoughts are among the most valuable because you're one of the most engaged community members. So that means we're gonna, probably your opinion is gonna carry more weight. A lot of with me and with everyone else, we're gonna be like, hold on, Yogi has a good point here because we know you and we respect your opinion. So that's what I mean. Like, participate in the forum and everything and share your thoughts because we value them.
Yeah, of course. When I saw the hide post, I immediately went there and make it. I think in the first step was not to be available yet, and I did. But after a while, all the craziness. But I will be there for sure. It's an honor to be part of this and
I'm glad
do all this great stuff and have this time we are having, because we have to have fun. That's the truth. Behind everything must be fun, and that's the point.
Yeah, especially nowadays, really, because in many cases you can kind of get off the grid and you can be self-sufficient and you can have some sort of a lifestyle that exists separately from the insanity that the centralized world is engaging in. But not everyone can get out that same way into the wilderness, into a more calm life. And so part of what we want to do is kind of take all of the peace and the tranquility of that experience that not everyone can have, and try to find a way to introduce it into this space, so that there's and we really want to repair the issue of attention span as well. Like, people really are addicted to our devices, and it's causing all sorts of problems with need for immediate gratification. And so everything that we're doing, like, we don't want to think of how to make users more addicted and get them to play longer. We actually want to think in terms of how do we create educational systems and interactions that restore and repair people's attention span, and that help train people towards doing things that are productive instead of things that are like time suck wasting. And yeah, there's a lot of synergy happening with this. I know there's a guy, Tim Pool, he's a pretty popular YouTuber, who has just started like building a multiverse that is a combination of crypto and gaming and media and news and social media. And so we're right over the target, Yogi. We're building the tools that everyone wants, and we're among the first people building, a specific kind of multiverse arm for our own community. And I think it's just like the way of the future, man. I think we're just a little bit ahead of the curve, so we don't need to like rush and pull our hair out to just work really, really hard. We can kind of work at a comfortable pace and make it fun for ourselves and our families. But ultimately, I think what we're doing is fantastic. I'm very, very stoked on this. So thanks for chiming in today, and for spending the time on it. And I can't wait to see where this goes next week. What are you going to do now with this information? Are you just going to start modeling more objects, or do you need to kind of get the scale right before you go running around building a bunch of stuff? Well, how do you feel about that?
I don't know. To tell the truth, I'm so overwhelmed of excitement because of this Greek construction and these buildings and all the possibilities of this 3D environment that I don't know. Now I can rotate, zoom in and zoom out, and pan my view in Unity. So I'm alive. I think I have a possibility to be more efficient, and this is maybe I try some Fox modeling of Greek environment to know.
Oh yes, that would be fantastic, man. That would be so cool. All right, well, have a great rest of the day, and happy fishing, man. Have a good time.
You, man. Yeah, for you too. Happy fishing. Anything I'm available, just a private message, and we are here.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry for flaking on you the other day. I meant to call you back in the hour, and I was having about 5 or 6 other things that really needed attention, and I meant to send you a message, and I didn't even do that, so I apologize. But I do really need lots of hours of audio that I can use for these streams. I want the audio to be, original, so that we can share the stuff in the future. So anyway, yeah, let's get that call together with your friend, because he seems like the kind of guy who might be really our man for that. I hope it can work well.
Yeah. I think this is very cool. Don't worry about. I know you are very busy and have a lot of stuff to do, and that's okay. It just have to be a little. When you have the time, just let me know, and I will send him a message. And we schedule, and I think that will be great, because as you listen and you see, he's a very talented DJ and musician, and he can do some amazing things. And I think he's very available, and could be very cool in many ways.
Okay,
so
let's try for next week. We're gonna do our meeting with DragonBro and I'll try and get Galactic Cyclists and maybe even Dak on the meeting next week if they are able to join, or if it's if it's something that seems like it would be helpful, depending on where we are with the Pro Builder development and how much you're learning and what you're building and all that. But we can also what we'll probably end up doing is having a couple handful of people building in Pro Builder and building out some levels and all of that. But I want, since we're going to have our meeting with DragonBro, he was saying at 2 p.m. Pacific, which would be 6 p.m. your time on Thursday, and that's we can change it. It's you can do it a different time every week. It doesn't really need to be a standing meeting like that. I think it's good that we're flexible with each other, but just for the sake of trying to have a weekly meeting, we're just going to shoot for that for right now and move it around as needed. But what I would like is maybe next week on Thursday. Either just before or just after the meeting with DragonBro, if you and I can have that conversation with your friend. What should I call him? What's his name?
Hey.
What was
his
it?
His name is Patch Bay.
Yeah. Patch Bay. So maybe like next week at 1 p.m. Pacific. Well, so what is that? 8 p.m.
8 o'clock.
UTC. And you said he's in the United States, right? Do you know if he's on the East Coast or the West Coast or somewhere in the middle?
No. He lives. I think before pandemic, when the pandemic starts, he was in the United States. Then I think he came back to Brazil, and he's still here. He has a daughter in Colombia, but he's a very, very, very nice guy. I think you like him.
Right on, man. Yeah, so let's talk to him. Send him a message, and we'll try and schedule it for 8 p.m. UTC next Thursday, so we can do it right before our meeting with DragonBro. And if he can't do that time, we'll just pick another time and schedule it, and I'll be there. You know what I mean? It's just kind of like, it's important for me, based on like my limitations and things like that, to just kind of move things forward, and then I can always show up and be there. So let's try to get that forward. Let's get him on the books. You know what I mean? Let's talk to him. It doesn't need to happen tomorrow, because we have some time, but the sooner it happens, the better. Because I really want audio. I really want lots of great audio. Lots of it. Like hours and hours and hours. Like 8 hours plus. So he could do that. He can do I know he could do Cool, man. All right. Well, let's end it there. Yeah, let's end it there. I always try to close up the conversations like a million times because there's so much to say. I'm so excited, but yeah, let's just let it go and pick it up next week. But yeah, thanks again for this time, Yogi, and I appreciate all that DragonBro is able to do. And I think that every week we'll just keep getting a little closer to what we're building. Can't wait.
Yeah. That's the deal, brother. When you are too excited, just give me a call. Yogi in the other side is craziest as well. So let's go.
Let's go! Greek style box modeling, governance buildings.
Yeah.
Awesome, man. I'll talk to you next week.
Go.
Let's do it. Hasta. I'll catch you soon.
Man.
All right. Well, thank you for tuning in to the stream. Nobody really tuned in live. Obviously, we're just streaming this into a unlisted YouTube link right now so that we have it for our records. But just as a quick thank you to DragonBro and DeFiYogi for working so hard to get a handle on how to use these tools and making some really cool stuff with it all. I think we're at that stage now where we're ready to scale and start building pretty soon, the next couple weeks. Yogi's quite proficient, so really looking forward to having him snap to grid and maybe sending him a Unity scene like the arcade or the gallery, a Unity scene that has a scale that he can start building in. That's what I would send him this week. So yeah, I'll bounce this file. And well, I guess it'll just already be uploaded, so I'll stop the stream and then I will link you out the recording. And actually, you already have the link, so I'll just message you to refresh the link. I mean, this is so convenient to do it this way, guys. That's the whole point, is that we can have our edited content, like 0 time consumption, because the editing is done on the front side with a little bit of a stream setup, so that we still get some motion graphics and some interaction, and we don't have to do editing on our content. So I hope this works out good. I don't know. Still got to listen back to the stream. There might have been audio elements that were missing. I've got a whole bunch of tools I'm using to actually try and do this in a clean way where I have control over the audio and the animations. And I am somewhat of a newbie to OBS and streaming in general. So bear with me on the learning curve, but I am excited about these tools, and I think they'll get us, quite far. I think we'll get a lot of leverage out of it. All right, guys, thanks again. Talk to you next week. See ya.